Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're able to get out in nature like Starlight was, and Starlight will be again soon. So anyway, I hope you're getting out, and depending on where you are, like where I am, ooh, the weather, it's like, ooh, it's cold in the morning now. It is a big jump from what I'm used to by living in New York. In New York, we didn't get this kind of weather until in October more. So we're getting close to October though, but this really hit me quick out in this area. So besides that is make sure, you're being kind to other people, and, think of ways to do something, special, and it doesn't have to be anything big. You don't even have to go out and buy anything. So please stop running to the store trying to buy something, but do something special for someone. And these are little things. Little things really matter, like that's how Starlight is. When I am with that one, the one that I've been dreaming of and fantasizing over, it's the little things that is going to really, really touch me more than going over, out and about to try to keep me happy. It's the little things, just sweet little things that we can do to help people out, like just being thoughtful, Hey, if you see somebody at the grocery store, especially elderly people or people that are handicapped, and you see them, hey, give them a hand, with their cart. Say, hey, can I take this cart for you? But you want to make sure you present yourself in a good, safe way for them so they don't get scared of you, So those are simple little things, is just little small things, even to buy somebody's coffee. It doesn't cost, well, depending on where you are, depending on where you are buying your coffee, so just something really little. You don't have to do a whole lot. Opening up the door and being kind, smiling at somebody, saying, isn't it a beautiful day, So just think of something really simple that you can do to help make somebody else's day. And also, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K Dingman. Plus, you can give this video a thumbs up. That is if you want to see and be the change that you want to see in the world. And also, Starlight remembered the bell. This is a different bell. So don't forget the notification bell, which sounds the same. This was an expensive bell, a second-hand bell. It better be made out of real gold, right? For $10. So don't forget the notification bell, and also you could share my videos. And not that I've seen this animal in person, really, but somebody gave me something and it had owls. So before you could share it with your pet owl, but make sure you don't forget your family and friends. Then you can share this video with your pet owl. Starlight has saved a little owl a long time ago that was in a city area, and I'm like, ooh, this is not a good place for you. And so the other animal that you can, let's see, you could share my videos with a duck, quack quack. And not only a duck, you can also check out my playlist, which I've been working on my computer, and trying to fix all kinds of stuff. So far I've been faithful every day to work on a little bit at a time. I give myself a whole hour. I'm like, okay, I did that, so that's off my checklist. And so things are going to change, and with my YouTube channel. Plus, you can also, let's see, don't forget to leave a message down below, beep, 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 like Starlight almost did. And the reason why I'm a little out here right now is they're going to have a fire alarm in 10 minutes. So I got so many minutes to do the introduction to this video before the fire alarm goes off. So besides that is you can also follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that is Kathy with a K, Bigman Starlight. So today we're going to be talking about, and I've been kind of putting this off, and I said, hey, today's a good day to do this, and this is why I'm wearing this shirt. And I couldn't get the wrinkles out of this plastic, but I did. Starlight never really buys anything online, but I gotta say, I actually paid for these shirts. I picked them out because when I had my cleaning business, so this is one of the colors that I have. I did give some away and I donated some, but I just cannot figure out how. You don't want to iron this baby, you know, so but I did. Look at that, not too bad. I didn't iron this shirt and it was really wrinkly, and I used spray starch to pull those wrinkles out. And besides that is with the Solarplex, this is what we're going to talk about, and that's one of your chakras. So I already did the root chakra, so that is red, and I always get the sacral and the Solarplex chakra mixed up, and that's why I had to edit in my video yesterday, because I made a boo-boo and I was guessing and I guessed wrong. But the next one would be your sacral chakra, and now the yellow, which the sacral chakra is orange, and the Solarplex one is yellow, and that's why I wore this. I also have my I got my infinity earrings today for this video. So anyway, with the Solarplex, it is like the third chakra, you know, the third one. And the other name that they have for this Solarplex chakra is called Manipura, and that's a lustrous gem, and it's located at your upper abdomen and between your navel. So I always like right about here is, and that is for your digestive organs, and this is the fire element. Sorry, Starlight had a fire drill to go to, so I'm back now. So now, back to this Solarplex, and what it's about is, like I was saying, where it's located, sorry about that. And this is an element of fire. So this is your ego and your identity, your right to take action. This is what this is about, and the Solarplex is yellow. Like, this is why I have this shirt on today for this video, and this is to develop your own personal power with the chakra, and direct and purpose and self-esteem and mastery. So these are what it will help you out with, and it all starts from the wound. Okay, the wound, not the wound, but the wound or the shadow side of this chakra is shame. So think of this chakra as hubs or vertex or energy or wheels, like spinning wheels. And these chakras help us mentally, emotionally, social, with our social and physical body. These chakras work in 3 different states: balance, excess, and deficient. So with this, this stems as far as developed childhood. So it stems back, you know, from your childhood and how you were raised, what you've gone through, the childhood conditioning, you know, like, I don't even want to ask you how your childhood was, you know, because that could be really horrible, you know. So some of us had really horrible childhoods and other people not so bad. Everybody's been, you know, in a different way with their childhood. So this is where these chakras, why they need to get healed and stuff, and also through programming, you know, and repeated experiences And this actually has been our way of thinking, feeling, and being. So all that stuff, like I was mentioning, your childhood, being programmed, and repeated experiences is why, like working on your chakras are so important. And I've done a lot of healing inside of me, through Steve Noble, Soul Matrix. Well, Soul Matrix is his channel, but Steve Noble, if you ever need healing with your chakras for any, like your inner child healing, he's great. And I've done some really powerful guided meditations through him. So with this Solarplex Chakra, the goal is to understand what state is my solar plex in. So we're going to start off with balance. Sorry, I need a drink of water here. So balance, solar plex qualities. What should you look like or have mastery over? Your personal power and will, and this is the goal of this energy center. You'll be able to manage your internal flame, so you're not under power or you're not burning out. So this is where there's not enough. You will also be able to practice, be consistent, steady discipline, and without taking action, not afraid to fail. So a strong sense of purpose, direction, strong sense of self-esteem and confidence. So this is your solar plex. These are the things that will help, or things that we need to work on as far as our life. And the wound or the shadow self comes your able to recognize shame. So this is when shame will pop up, and we can actually figure out how to help the chakra so we're not feeling ashamed of things. And so the ways that you can help out is through meditation, and yoga is to help that chakra out as far as not feeling ashamed about certain things. And as far as deficiency, this is when our chakra is contracted, inward or offline or hanging back. This is, with the chakras, and this means that there is a lack of fire, which leaves us avoiding challenges, especially to personal exposure. So I have to say, there's times I do feel like that, is to, be afraid that I'm going to be exposed in some way. So that is how you would know if what's going on with your chakra. So I love learning about these things, and I have to thank somebody out there that got me into doing this, and thank you so much. Starlight says thank you. So that is my mentor, that he really told me a long time ago that I would need to study. And so that is what I've been doing ever since after, I heard about it. So fire, which means that there's a lack of fire, which leaves us avoiding challenges, especially personal exposure, like using your voice, Here I am. I'm actually able to put myself out here and, say whatever, and I do get people out there that try to stop me from using my voice, but I just keep going. So you might also avoid challenges that would like I said, expose yourself. And let's see, we normally want to play it safe and play it safe and go by the rules. Now Starlight breaks the rules. Rules were made to be broken, right? So in playing it safe, or letting others lead. Now that really, I'm not really a fan of that, is, I am a leader, I am not a follower. So, and playing it safe, I really, it's something how some areas I'm definitely, yes, that's me. And then other areas like this is, so this is when, if you are having these problems by being, playing it safe, going by all the rules, and I know somebody out there that if the speed limit sign says 25, they're going 25. And I'm not saying to go 50 in the 25 zone, no. When I got my license, I was taught you can go 5 over the speed limit. But then I've noticed where cops don't even pull you over if you're going 10 over the speed limit. I don't know, maybe they're on their cell phones doing something. I don't know. So, but they're parked on the side of the road, so if they're on their cell phones, let's see, this will lead, if you are doing these things or playing it safe or letting others rule you, is, this will lead to resentment. And because of your ego identity, your ego is gonna make you feel resentment. So you will have to, you will have a weak will, being passive or sluggish, or loss of motivation. And you will feel this all the time, not once in a while or randomly. It will be all the time. So if you're feeling sluggish or loss of motivation or being passive, this is definitely, a sign that your solar plex needs help. It needs to get healed, it needs to be balanced. So, shame, which is the solarplex shadow dominating influence. Does any of these sound like you? Are you avoiding to take challenges, or are you afraid of being exposed? Are you listening to your inner critic that says, oh no, don't do that, Starlight? Here I take my, I do some crazy stuff out in the woods. You gotta go to the bathroom, you gotta go. I've actually have cleaned up in a stream of water, which now I can't go there. I found out the water is not good. So yeah, I definitely don't have that problem in that area about, I don't care about what anybody thinks anymore. I change my clothes in all kinds of parking lots, there goes Starlight's shirt, I'm wearing my bra, I guess I don't even care anymore. I'm I look around, I'm okay, I'm not gonna, So there's no private parts showing. And I would even go to the new beach, that's this chick here. I couldn't even find one. I didn't even get to go to this year. So so I'm not afraid of being exposed in that way. I would, So are you listening to your inner critic that tells you all the time that you gotta follow all the rules, you gotta stay in that box, Starlight? No, absolutely not. Starlight is not staying in a box. She's Jack in a box. Starlight in a box. There goes Starlight. So what kind of lifestyle can we expose? Build in energy like a fire, such as yoga, and there's yoga like breath of fire. This can actually help override the feelings of sluggish and loss of motivation. So we got to heat that up, inside to get it warmed up. And by building strength and confidence, by being inspired somehow, another will give you strength and confidence that you need. So also by doing some yoga will help get that, when it needs to add more fire to it, heat it up. And also we're going to talk about excess solar plex, and that's too overloaded, too hot. So this happens when we're using force, which can burn our resources to a crisp. I'm rewriting. I had to look at my writing. So yeah, this is when we're overdoing it. This is when you are running on fumes and not gas. So this is when your body, mind, and soul is unnourished. So this is when we constantly are active and we boost our ego with busyness, which creates a false sense of personal power. You can be controlling, dominating, bullying, or bullying is the extent of it, but micromanagement. So outside of your body could look strong, but the spirit inside isn't. So even though you're overdoing it, with maybe being physically active and, pushing yourself by forcing yourself to overdo it, you can look good on the outside, but the spirit is something else. So how can we calm down the fiery solarplex? How can we heal it? So with the fiery energy, we need to bring it to a different chakra. You can actually send that energy to a different chakra. Maybe there's a chakra that needs some of that energy. Or also sometimes by simply, this is a tough one. The lady that I actually got these notes from, she said the same thing for her. This is very tough for me. I actually had somebody not too long ago, one of my relatives, I said, I like being busy. And she's like, hey, I just actually, lay around and did nothing. That is where I need help on, like, to just lay there, because like I said in this video earlier, is about our childhood, My childhood was like, I didn't, I'm not saying that I have brothers, that lived with me, is, we were always pushed to be doing something and working all the time, and lazy was my curse word, I could say the F word, no problem, but the word lazy, that would be like the worst thing somebody could call me is lazy, because of my childhood. So it does stem back, all the way, as I'm taking these notes and even doing this video, is, there's some people, I've even known relatives where, they would work their ass off and then sit and relax and listen to something on the TV, and then they were with somebody a long time ago, and if they see them sitting around, they didn't want to see them sitting around, they would think, what are you, lazy? So there are people like that are always on the run, and they, it's like they see it as a negative thing if you, are sitting and relaxing, which that definitely speaks to Starlight on that. I have a hard time with that. Is to, I'll go in the woods though. I can go out for a hike and sit and just get absorbed with nature. That's one thing. If I'm not in the woods though and just sit and do nothing, that would, or in the house. If I was in the house and just absolutely do nothing, that I would have to need help in that area. So this will actually help you, so it's not that overactive, as far as that fire in you is to not do anything. I'm like, when I was taking the notes, I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. Or also, instead of doing because there's some different types, all kinds of different types of yoga. So maybe instead of doing the hardcore, I don't even know if they have it called that, but when I started, I didn't know where to start with yoga, so I didn't know. I was burning myself out, and I was like, man, is this normal? My body was in so much pain. I was like, I couldn't even make it through, a half hour in the yoga, but I really needed that yoga and to get myself back. And my doctor said, no, Starlight, you're good. That's normal. And then I realized that there was other yogas that I was supposed to start first with, yoga for beginners, like Hatha yoga. So that is something that I do need to change up though and do something different. And also by doing mantras, which is like, I am enough, I do enough, and I can rest. It is okay. You gotta have that balance. It's not wrong for somebody to sit, if they're doing it all day long, just sitting, then it's gonna do something totally different with all your chakras. You need to get out and exercise. I do tell that to somebody now. They ended up, gaining a lot of weight. It started with the medication and, the food, but they're not getting out. They're not getting exercise, and, so when I do take notes, I see different things and I'm like, oh my, because that person's not getting out, and exercising and working on themselves. Maybe they're working on themselves in some ways, but we all have different ways that we need to work on ourselves, and I love learning about these things. So I really hope you got a lot of help from this, I was going to say meditation, but from this video with the Solarplex. And I hope you seen some things that, you need to work on, like I did as I was taking the notes. I was like, that sounds like somebody I know, because I've been saying that lately about being busy. And then my ego says, oh yeah, I'm really busy, So I really am thankful for doing this video. And anyway, I do love you. You can give this video a thumbs up. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Plus, don't forget, you can leave a message down below. Beep, beep, beep. Sorry about that. And you could share my videos with your family, friends. Let's see. I'm thinking of animals. A goat? You could share my videos with your goat. Or I haven't really done a cat, so you could share my videos with your cat. And also don't forget to check out my playlist. And you can also, I got my bell here. Don't forget the notification bell. Plus, also you can follow me on Instagram at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook, and that's Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love you. Tons of love coming out to you, and you, and you, and especially you. I love you all, and this is Starlight. Namaste, and this is Starlight, love, light, and peace.